Hey, good afternoon. It's Drew Smith. I'm sending my application for the account executive position. And I think that I messed it up. I got two different emails with two sets of three questions, so I sort of pulled from both of them, honestly. The first one that I have on here was, what are your interests outside of work? So I don't really have a ton because I have 5-year-old twins, so my interests sort of ally with hanging out with them. I love the remote aspect of this job possibility because I'm with them quite a bit, especially in the afternoons. I take them to taekwondo, swim practice, all that kind of stuff, gymnastics. So hang out with them a lot in my own personal free time. I like to make sure that I work out, every morning throughout the normal week, right? Get that hour by myself, make sure that I get to just spend some time sort of recharging my personal batteries and just, getting out everything that happens throughout the week, right? So do that. We're really involved with our church, Ethos, here in town in Nashville. We volunteer there a couple times a month with the kids team to make sure that we're staying plugged in there. Kids love it. So that's number one. Those are my interests outside. I love hanging out with my wife and reading. Plenty of stuff, outside of the normal work stuff. But so then number two, the one that I got was a situation that would show work ethic and professionalism. So I have, this is a really long story that I won't go through all the way here, but I have this client that I've been with for the last 4 years now, over 4 years, was supposed to close the week that COVID started. Didn't end up happening. Rates start to go crazy. Their job stuff starts to get weird. We can't get them closed, can't get them qualified. Turns into this big thing. Since then, I've had them under contract 3 different times. Over the last 3 years, they've now rented for like a year and a half, but I've really tried to make sure that I'm staying on top of them, making sure that I'm staying engaged with them, because even then it was going to be my biggest deal. It would still be my biggest deal now that have done to date. So I've really made sure, not only from like a professional closing money aspect, that I stay plugged in with them so that I can eventually get them closed, but I had this weird epiphany one day where I was just like, I feel like God is telling me to make sure, no matter what these people put me through, that I make sure that I get them a house. And it was just this weird thing where I was like, these people, even though they've put me through 4 years of work for literally $0, I'm gonna make sure that they eventually buy a house with me. And it's gonna be rewarding when it happens, even if the amount of work that I've done doesn't add up to the paycheck at the end. It's gonna be rewarding just for the sense of like I really stuck with it and showed my perseverance to make sure that I was delivering a good product as a real estate agent for them. So that's that one. Obviously, plenty more, but that's the one that, as soon as I saw the question, that immediately stuck out to me. And then number three, I really like this question. If this season had a mission, what would it be, and how would I accomplish it? So this is something that I feel like I've thought about for a long time. Like I feel like I've been in the same season since COVID started, honestly, where I've just sort of been like treading water, not really able to like get my footing and sort of explode out of the position that I'm in, I guess you could say. I was doing really good going into COVID, start of COVID, doing a bunch of like working with a bunch of people, but I couldn't win the deals. Like I was working with first-time home buyers that just couldn't afford the houses that they were trying to get into because they couldn't offer 10% above asking price. If you're watching this video, you know exactly what that was like at that time. So that was a big struggle, and I got into sales, and I was like, all right, maybe I can do something like that. With a little bit more transactional and not as much like heavy investment as it is with, hanging out with someone every day, going to show houses and going through the contract process. So my season right now is I want to find what my life looks like 5 years from now. My kids are about to go into kindergarten. My wife and I are working on, making sure that we have money to be able to do travel stuff that we want, pay for the school that we want our kids to go to while also saving money. So the season is like, how can I make sure, that I'm a good steward of like what God has blessed me with my time, with my kids, while also making sure that I'm doing my work stuff. So my goal is to accomplish that. Get this job. I really want it. I love the mission. I love the 10-minute video that I watched whenever I applied. So I want this job, and I want to make sure that I'm doing the best that I can. I want to be a team leader. I want to be someone that's going to help people push forward. So the goal is get this job. The ways that I'm going to do that and accomplish those financial goals that I have is just, work my butt off to make sure that I'm successful. So I don't want to go over my 5 minutes, so I appreciate your time. Again, this is Drew Smith. I look forward to chatting more with you.